The void shimmered where no shimmer should exist, reality folding between cold stars in the black galaxy. On the bridge of the Imperial cruiser, warning runes flashed crimson as Captain Thorn gripped his command throne. Between the stars, a bald man in a yellow suit and white cape floats, expressionless, defying the void's silence. Captain Thorn's augmented eye zooms in on the screen, magnifying the impossible figure drifting outside the ship. Without warning, Saitama vanishes from the void, leaving the bridge crew in stunned silence and rising panic. Alarms blare as sensors detect the intruder inside the ship. Saitama stands in the hangar, surrounded by armed guards. Magos Delphinius, hunched in blood-red robes, extends a mechadendrite, scanning Saitama with glowing augmetic eyes. Saitama, surrounded by weapons, shrugs and says, "I'm Saitama, human, just a hero for fun." Deep beneath Hive Tertius, a massive orc war boss emerges from the underhive shadows, roaring with bloodlust. PDF troopers fire disciplined volleys, but orc boys swarm over their barricades with brutal efficiency. Commissioner Thade stands atop the barricade, bolt, pistol and chainsword ready, rallying his men against the green tide. War boss Grimskull charges through his own troops, massive hammer raised, ready to crush the human defenders. A yellow blur flashes between them as Saitama appears, hands casually at his sides, facing the charging war boss. The war boss swings his massive hammer down with earth-shattering force, but Saitama catches it with his palm. Grimskull stares in disbelief as his unstoppable weapon is held motionless by this small, bold human. Saitama looks up with mild disappointment and says, "That's all you got? You're pretty strong, but not that strong." The bald hero cocks his fist back and delivers his signature move, normal punch, straight into the war boss's chest. War boss Grimskull explodes in a perfect cone of disintegration, vaporizing dozens of orcs behind him instantly. Silence falls as PDF troopers and surviving orcs stare in shock at the impossible display of power. Saitama scratches his head with disappointment, saying, "One punch again. This is getting repetitive and boring." The air splits open as reality tears apart, revealing the writhing madness of the warp beyond. A greater daemon of Khorne emerges, towering brass and muscle, its canine head crowned with massive horns. PDF troopers open fire with lasguns, but their ruby beams dissipate harmlessly against the daemon's warp-forged hide. The daemon roars with laughter and swings its massive axe, cleaving through soldiers and ferrocrete walls alike. Saitama lands in the middle of the street, looking up at the towering horror with mild curiosity. The greater daemon snarls, "What manner of mortal are you? I sense no fear, no anger, no hate." Saitama shrugs and replies, "Just a guy who's a hero for fun. You need to stop scaring people." With apocalyptic fury, the daemon swings its warp-forged axe directly at Saitama's head with crushing force. Saitama catches the daemon's axe between his thumb and forefinger, stopping the apocalyptic blow completely dead. The daemon stares in disbelief as Saitama says, "Is that all? I thought demons were supposed to be strong." Saitama delivers his serious punch, and the greater daemon unravels across both physical space and the Imperium itself. Multiple bioships translate into real space, their organic hulls pulsing with malevolent life, approaching Veus Magna. In the orbital tether station, Inquisitor Hellbrant explains the Tyranid threat to Saitama with grim urgency. Saitama nods with growing interest, saying, "So they're strong? Sounds like it might actually be fun." Saitama shatters the armored viewport with a casual push and launches himself into the vacuum of space. In the void, Saitama orients toward the largest bioship and accelerates instantly, defying all physics. The hive ship's defensive spore mines detonate around Saitama, wreathing him in toxic bioplasma that doesn't even singe his cape. Saitama approaches the colossal hive ship, its grotesque hull a landscape of chitinous plates and pulsing veins. Raising his fist with actual intent, Saitama declares serious punch, and strikes the bio-ship's hull. The hive ship doesn't explode, it ceases to exist, transmuted into component atoms in a cone of pure annihilation. On defense stations below, millions watch in stunned silence as the largest Tyranid vessel simply vanishes from existence. The remaining bio-ships adapt, launching thousands of boarding spores in a biological meteor shower toward the planet. Saitama's arms blur beyond tracking as he unleashes consecutive normal punches, intercepting thousands of spores simultaneously. Despite the barrage, some spores slip through, streaking toward the hive cities, as Saitama cannot be everywhere at once. Reality fractures in crystalline patterns as a cosmic entity descends, its form shifting between matter and pure energy. The entity's voice resonates in every mind on the planet. "At last I have found you, Saitama." Saitama floats before the massive entity, arms crossed, asking, "Do I know you? You look different." The cosmic entity reveals its true nature. "I am Karak, destroyer of dimensions, consumer of entire realities." Saitama's expression brightens with genuine excitement. "Sounds promising. Are you strong? Can you give me a real fight?" To demonstrate its power, the entity erases an entire hive city with a casual gesture, millions vanishing instantly. Saitama's expression hardens with anger. "Those were innocent people. Now I'm just going to end this quickly." The entity engulfs Saitama in a miniature galaxy of destructive energy, compressing with neutron star force. Within the cosmic maelstrom, Saitama remains untouched, looking around with mild interest at the pretty lights. The entity takes humanoid form, mirroring Saitama, throwing a dimension-crossing punch that attacks his very existence. Saitama catches the cosmic punch effortlessly, saying, "Not bad. I actually felt that." "My turn now." Saitama delivers his serious punch, and the cosmic entity shatters like glass across all dimensions simultaneously. 3 weeks later, in a Mechanicus chamber, Archmagos Veneratus prepares the dimensional breach device for Saitama's return home. Cardinal Drovan approaches with blessing acolytes, but his eyes suddenly glow with internal warp fire. The false cardinal transforms into a greater daemon of Tzeentch, corrupting the dimensional portal with chaos energy. The daemon declares, "The saint shall not depart but ascend to demonhood." "Your power wedded to chaos." Saitama steps forward with clear irritation. "I've had enough of this. I was actually starting to like this place." The hero cracks his knuckles and declares, "You're just bullies picking on people who can't fight back." Saitama delivers a serious headbutt that doesn't just kill the daemon, it erases it from existence completely. The portal stabilizes as Archmagos Veneratus confirms. The calculations remain intact. "We can still send you home." Saitama steps through the portal home, leaving the Imperium forever changed by the saint of the One Punch.